let's talk about some movies. Let's talk about some stuff that's more interesting than politics and all the bogus that's going out there. Let's shut off our brain and let's talk movies. I have been lagging in on this, right? I haven't been giving you my most anticipated movies of the year. You guys already saw when I was doing Will's top five. You saw my honorable mentions. Now I'm gonna give you my top 10. Some will be a repeat of Will's list, but at different orders. And what better way to start the year with one thing before I get into them? Sorry. I'll say this. The reason I wasn't rushing to do it, even though it's January, and I know that you want to take it out before the year ends or right in the year starts, because usually there's no new movies on the first week of January. Majority of my movies take place in the summer and on. So yes, I'm a very summer blockbuster guy that I want to go see. Sometimes I end up loving other movies that are not big budgeted, right? Something like Wolves that made it number one. Something like Nosferatu who made it as number three, right? So, but the one that catches my eyes, those are the ones that I'm like, okay, is it going to be a hit, miss, whatever? It is what it is, correct? Correct. We're in the same point? We're in the same point. All right. Let me get my handy dandy notebook. Coming in October 10th. Now, because majority of these movies are close together, I don't know if I'm going to see them all because it does take money to watch them all. But I will say the dates so you guys can go check them out. My number 10, most anticipated, comes in October 10th. Tron Ares with Jared Leto. This will be part 3 of the Tron series. If you guys remember when I was talking with my brother on his top 5, when he mentioned it as an honorable mention, we both said that something was missing, like the extra push. And I don't know why. I feel like this will be that extra push. I know that a lot of people talk smack on Jared Leto because of how movies he's done lately and all that. But he's not a bad actor where I'm like, I'm going to check out. So I got to see what the fuck is up with this movie. That is my number 10. Coming in at number 9 in June 13, we got How to Train Your Dragon. Now, I love the cartoon movie, the animated movie. I did like it, and I know that it's the same director. Gerard Butler's back, and there's some other actors that they changed. If they follow the same movie, it shouldn't be a miss. It's gotta be a hit. Yes, maybe we can get a little bit more action sequences, a lot better because it's humans instead of cartoons. So it could possibly be better. We'll see. That was my number 9. My number 8. It's a sequel. Well, majority of these lists is sequels, right? This in October 24th. I believe part 1 was good. But I think it needed something extra. O sea, si tienes el pinche juego, it is a video game. Si tienes el pinche juego y tienes la fórmula de que tienen que ir a pelear en un combate de Mortal Kombat number 2. Mortal Kombat 1 was great. It just needed them to actual fight because it is a tournament of, what's it called? Oh, I forgot the word. Realms. It's the fight for realms, for death, fatality, and all that. The fatalities were amazing and all that, but we didn't get that tournament. And I'm hoping part 2 takes us there. We're gonna get Johnny Cage, and it's gonna be with Carl Urban. I don't know if he's a no sé. No es. He's not a martial artist, so that's interesting on how they're gonna work with this. At the end of the day, You work away with cameras, you get a stunt double, you get CGI, put it in his face, let AI do its job, and there you have it. Mortal Kombat number 2 is my number ocho. Number 7. If it's as good as the Winter Soldier, as much hate as Black Widow and Falcon and Winter Soldier get, I actually like Hawkeye, the TV series. When you mash them all up and it's not your big CGI movie, I'm hoping it's as good as those movies where it's just practical effects, some 90s style action movies with some little bit of comedy from here and there. Thunderbolts. It has it has the right people to make this a really good action movie. The trailer sold me on it, but if they go high budget with CGI and all, it's gonna ruin it. Keep it small, keep it nice and centered. It should be good. It should be good action wise. But who knows? A lot of people hated Black Widow at the end and the villain. A lot of people hated the Falcon and Winter Soldier. I was looking forward to it. I disliked it, but once we get all the mesh of all those guys, it could be something good. It really can be something good. Let's just hope it is. And that one comes out in May too. My number 6. It's my, let me see, I believe it's my only horror movie of the year that I'm looking forward to, and I'm pretty sure you guys know which one it is. It does come out in June 20th, and that's 28 years later. I was not your biggest fan of 28 Days Later. I was a fan of 28 Weeks Later. I'm interested on 28 Years Later. I recently saw 28 Days, try to prep me into that. And I did end up liking it a little bit more this time around. And as you get old, you start liking other movies more than what you originally liked or disliked. In this particular case, I did like it. I turned off my brain, treated it as a zombie movie. When as before, I never saw it as a zombie movie. But now I did, and I actually did like it a lot more than what I would think or thought. So yes, 28 years later, should be good. Same director, same idea. It's just 28 years later. That simple. My number 5 comes in October 3rd. It's with, I believe, Antoine Fuqua, if I read right, is the director of this movie. It's a biopic. Yes, it is. Michael Jackson. I have to. We have to. We gotta see the legendary Michael Jackson on screen. Hopefully, they depict his life good. I haven't really read much about it. I just know that it's gonna come out, and I want to relive that moment of music in theaters because I was too young to see him perform or remember anything. Because I got to live with the old Michael, which never performed anymore. He was just wave out of his house and stuff like that. So I'm interested in Michael, and that lands number 5. Number 4. As much as I hate this new universe that I haven't even given it a try, at the end of the day, I'm a geek and I will watch superhero movies. Superman comes in number 4, and that one's in July 11th. The only reason I'm not looking forward to it because I really did like the the DCEU. I like the take that they gave for Henry Cavill, where not everything has to be about light and gloomy and hopeful and blah blah blah. Superman was hopeful. That you guys just don't want to see it as something else. And for me, I honestly believe that James Gunn is a tad bit overrated. He has a lot of heroes in Superman, which a lot of people are not giving him shit. However, when Zack Snyder did it for Batman vs Superman and all that. People were giving him shit. So that's a double standard in my eyes. Again, I'll say it once and I'll say it twice and I'll keep on repeating it. I like the original Suicide Squad over James Gunn's Suicide Squad. I don't believe Guardians of the Galaxy are the best outer space movies. I don't believe that. They are good, they are funny, but at the end of the day, it feels like an MCU movie. I love Slither, I love Super. And you can tell that that's where James Gunn is the best at when he doesn't take a big property that belongs to a big universe. In my eyes, Cabin in the Woods that he wrote and helped, another one that people loved and I liked a lot, but it was more like a small thing. While Superman, Guardians of the Galaxy, it's a big deal. At the end of the day, I'm gonna see it. Hopefully, I end up loving it or liking it at least, and that's what I'm going for. And I don't like crypto. Hope he gets killed. Hot take. Number 3 coming in November 7th. I'm gonna give a special shout out to. This is a 2 movie thing. One looks like it is gonna be. The other one, I don't know much of it. I don't know if it's true or not. But the one is Predator Badlands, which is Prey sequel. Prey on its own is right up there. We have Predator 1, we have Predator 2, we have Predators, which is part 3, we have The Predator, and I believe Alien vs. Predator, or Alien vs. Predator Requiem. I believe it's 6 movies, and Prey is number 7th. I believe Prey is the second best movie of this saga, of this franchise. It's that good. It's the same director, the same actress. So I don't think they're gonna miss on this one. I love Prey, and I thought it was really, really good. And to get a sequel, I'm highly interested. I'm a big Predator guy, and I really hope they knock it off the park again. Next to it, 3A or 3B, if it's true, it's right up there as well. Predator again. And this one takes place in space. I think in the future, where the main character will be the Predator. I'm sold. If it's true, if I'm reading, because everything's obscure. I don't know if it's true, but if it's true, we can have a kick-ass movie because it's also the same director. Wow. Number 2 coming in July 2. This one I will go see. I promise you that I will go see it. Jurassic World Rebirth. There's only one reason alone, and that's because I heard they're gonna make it a rated R movie. It's not even Scarlett Johansson. I don't care about Scarlett Johansson. I'm there for the dinosaurs. And to give me a full-blown R-rated dinosaur movie, I am sold. All I need is a T-Rex chopping off a body in half. Because if you're gonna make an R-rated Jurassic Park or Jurassic World movie, you gotta go gore and horror. That's the only way, because it's rated R. And my number 1 movie coming in December 19th. You obviously know what it is, and I will be watching that in beautiful IMAX. Avatar, Fire and Ash. You can't go wrong with that. You just can't go wrong with that. Part 1 was amazing. The story was okay. It was Pocahontas basically. Part 2 was basically a sequel for Part 1. Part 1 was basically the same movie. They were remaking it, but they just added more characters. But it's essentially the same story. It's the same story, essentially. Now we're gonna get Part 3, where we're gonna get a tribe that deals with fire, who are the best ones of the best, and obviously these guys are gonna overcome it. And then finally, we're gonna get a badass number 4. However, James Cameron cannot miss. To me, probably one of the greatest directors out there. I'll make a list one day. And he definitely makes the top 10. That is my top 10. What is your most anticipated movies of this year? Of this year. You saw my list. Hopefully, you guys liked it. Hopefully, you guys go watch it. And other than that, you guys have a good night, good morning, and a good evening.